Ay. What's up, Chase? It's gonna be a bit of a short stream, but too fucking busy. IRL. So much work. So, yeah. Not good, you know? Got some meatballs.
The Weaver's eyes grace you. How may I aid you, traveler?
I think we're throwing still. Hey, what's up, Alex? Hello. Have a lot of towers. Oh man, it's been a busy fucking week, let me tell you. I've been doing so much good stuff though. So that part is good, you know. Lots of like manual labor though. Building up the furniture, a lot of furniture. Like a lot of furniture. Like chairs and like just like stuff for my school, you know, like a lot of upgrades. And we painted the whole thing and repainted rather, right? Installed new lights. Got some new equipment, new computers. So it's just been like a lot of progress. Like we got you know, like those like TVs that are on ghouls. When does the schooling start? So officially the classes start the 6th of October. But the week prior to that we have like an introduction workshop thingy for the first years. So it's the week before that, the 20... I don't even know when it is. What is it? Let me check. Whatever that Monday is. Before the 6th. I think it's the 28th. I should be more free when the school starts than now, somehow. Because now we're doing all the prep, right? And I pretty much already have my schedule for I'm not gonna do that many classes this semester. I'm gonna be supervising most. I should be able to stream quite a bit once the classes actually start, but let's see, when does it actually start? The 28th. What's up, Buffalo? Mr. Potato. What the fuck is the cemetery? I haven't played at all off stream, by the way, so we left it where we got the boots. Now we gotta go for the belt. I've been way too fucking busy. It was like a coincidence of things because I was busy with work and then I also had a lot of social things. Because, you know, I was visiting my dad. My grandma was also in the hospital for a bit, so I went to see her. And now she's gonna permanently move to a residence thing because she's not functional anymore. She has to be taken care of. And it was also my dad's birthday. So the free time that I had, I used on that, pretty much. What's up, MML? It's gonna be a short stream, I have to leave in a couple hours, but... Oh, it's going good, you know, just busy. Good, kind of busy, but busy. And obviously last Epoch is pretty quiet, right? School starts in 2 weeks? Yeah. Setting all that up, pretty much. But we're like getting like a new how do you say it in English? Like a new accountant slash legal consultant thingy, you know? Like a fiscal. I don't know how to, like un gestor. I don't know, like an admin kind of thingy outside, right? And we're going from like a very, very humble one to like a pretty big one. Because now we have too much volume, you know, to have like a humble one. So we're moving up. So it's also been a bit annoying, like doing all the, like a lot of legal stuff and documents and just annoying bureaucracy, you know. More profit? Yeah. I mean, profit is a very profit is a very I mean, it's not real profit until your debt is paid, right? So, you know what I'm saying? And we still have a shit ton of debt, so... But we're getting there, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, fuck temple on this. It's not as bad. It's I'm gonna make my salary is going up, so that's good. Archeron Nordic? I haven't said that. Borderlands 4 is on fire. I heard basically performance is kind of bad, no? Like people like the game, but performance is monka, and the CEO seems like to be a clown, like this guy, like the long hair guy. The game director seems like an absolute... Well, the studio... I don't know if is he the game director or the studio owner? It seems like an absolute clown. If you wanna link a trailer, Nordic, we can take a look at it. Oh. I completely forget. Oh. I haven't played in like a week. It's a PvP game, huh? Two minutes. So what is this? Some sort of like tower? You said this tower like a level based? $15 teams of 3 ascending. Oh, so it's like a battle royale components. Do all the teams ascend? And obviously PvE components, no? It's kind of like a looter progression. Kind of like, seems battle royale, you know? Okay. You are what you carry, so it's like weapons are the classes basically. Hmm. Looks good, but it's very niche, no? Like, will people play this? I feel like the space is... Like, the space is so convoluted, no? With... Okay, so you find loot, and the loot are the abilities. That's kind of cool, but it's kind of random also, right? WSD, right? So looks WSD to me, but kind of like it reminds me of what is that game that is like a 3v3 arena WSD MOBA thingy? You guys remember that game? The combat looks like that, no? What was it called? You guys know what I mean? It was like a 3v3 isometric. What was it called? Battle something? Oh, rotation of camera too. Holy, this is gonna be... Never mind. Battle Ride, yeah. I didn't expect the rotation of the camera. It's kind of like a pseudo third person then, actually. You have a reticle and everything, so you're, you know? Yeah, and it seems like it's intentional, so visibility, you can't see far away, right? So like the camera acts like a fog of war, kind of. So there's surprise elements, and there's like, you know, you kind of have that feeling of D2, you don't know what's on the next room kind of vibe. That's pretty cool. That's gonna be... It's stressful for sure, huh? It's like everything I'm seeing looks really cool concept, but... Will people play this? Seems like... It's too complicated, it's too good, you know? It's too complicated. The kind of people that are appealed to this are already hooked on something else, I feel. They're already playing League of Legends, they're already playing... You know... Traction shooter or whatever the fuck, you know. Will they move into this? And it's a PvP 3, like basically if you're not on a team of 3, do you play this, right? Like you're not rolling solo into this, right? It sounds like a nightmare. PvEBP, no? There's PvE, there's bosses and shit, and quests and NPCs, and there's enemies. King of the Hill elements, like super old school PvP. Like, bro, people are too soft for King of the Hill style stuff. I feel, no? It looks very original, but I just don't really... It's too niche. Yeah, it definitely has that... It's like combining... It kind of... You can tell the person who designed this game comes from like the era of fucking Quake, you know, and Unreal Tournament and this kind of games that are like super... That kind of brutal PvP area control, like pressure of, oh, you're gonna be here, you're gonna camp the weapon spawn, you're gonna... I don't know, I don't know if people like this anymore. It's so much friction already. And then, because the builds are like RNG, you're definitely gonna have a feeling of, okay, you play a game, the game is fucking 20 minutes, you get to the last round, and when you run into the enemy team, the enemy team got this like godly weapon, or this godly build that you, because of RNG, that you can't do anything about, and then you lose, and you feel horrible. How come you never play PoE? I have like 600 hours on PoE too. I'm just not playing it now. That's how VR works. Yeah, but there is some... Like, the thing is, like, because it's introducing, like, builds and abilities and everything, and items, like, the layers of RNG are bigger. For example, in a game like Fortnite, like, you know, if you find... There's just shoot. You don't get any new ability, you know what I'm saying? A shotgun is a shotgun. Doesn't matter if it's golden or if it's purple. You have the ability to fight with a, you know, like an epic shotgun versus a legendary. You can, you know, you're playing the same game. One does like, you know, 24 damage, the only one does 20 damage, right? But it's, you can outskill it. Well, there's like, if this guy gets an item that, you know, makes him, we will see what the powers are, but you know what I'm saying? That the layers of randomization here are more than bigger numbers, like in BRs. Or like, oh, the scope is slightly better, or whatever on Tarkov, you know? I mean, look at that. Look at that. Those layers of RNG. That alone could give you like a dash, a defense. It's a lot. And I mean, maybe it's perfectly balanced, right? For sure. There's so much. This is so much, you know. Right now, they have showed more like difference in combat than most BRs have. The ones that are fire weapon based. But people insist on Battle Royale isometric. Yeah, I was talking about how it reminds me a bit of Battle Royale, and that game was super niche, right? So BR that is balanced, surely, yeah, exactly. But this is like the epitome of anti, you know, balance. I mean, how many? And not only that, but you can mix and match. Because, for example, in Fortnite or something like that, you can weapon switch, right? You can have multiple weapons, but... I mean, everything... I like all the ideas. I just think it's... Holy fuck, this seems... Unless it's perfect, it's gonna... In 1 week is dead, basically. And there's sets too? Oh my god. Hey, more RNG. 1 second, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, sorry, work. Max stack of consumables increase. That's not that much. And you can upgrade it. Is there like account progression or something? I hate I don't know, like I hate games where everything's there's no like progression, like world I don't know how to say vertical progression, horizontal, whatever the fuck. Is this WSD? It is, right? Fuck. I mean, I tell you what, it's original, you know? So I'm like, that's good. 1 minute. You know, can get behind someone trying to do something different and not just like a recook of a recook of a recook, you know. Looks pretty cool. Looks unique enough. Now, will it be the next new thing? And I feel like, to be honest, the best it's ever gonna be, it's gonna be like the first week or whatever. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be popular. And the thing is, like, it's the kind of game that if you don't start day one, you're never catching up in knowledge and shit, right? Like, I feel like while everybody is a noob, you might be able to have fun because everyone is a noob. But the moment people get good at it, you're gonna run in with your fucking shitty friends, not knowing what the fuck to do. You're gonna jump into... I don't know if there's matchmaking or there's like a ranking system or something that could prevent it, right? They didn't mention it, so... But I mean, you're gonna run into a team of 3 like sweats or whatever. That they know all the fucking combos and all that shit, and you're gonna get obliterated. PvP in a nutshell, right? That's why like the most like popular PvP games are the ones that you can just like start playing. You know, you don't need any introduction. You know, you start Fortnite, you're a complete noob, but you can shoot. You can get a kill. That's what games like RPGs are so niche, you know. You give up. You give up an RPG to a non-gamer, and they don't know where to start, you know. Like they literally don't know what to do. Looks kind of cool though. If I was like 10 years younger, I would definitely try it. But I'm not a PvP youngster anymore, you know? Not a PvP youngster anymore. Is there an ARPG that also has housing, farming, and stuff like MMO? Well, MMO ARPGs, no? Like Lost Ark and those kind of games, no? Or what do you mean? And if you don't care about the isometric, then you have a lot, right? Black Desert, like all the Chinese and Korean games and all that shit. But if you want isometric, what do you mean by house farming? Housing farming? Oh, housing farming. I mean, PoE. Kind of, no? You have the hideout, that's housing. Is there a link to this build? Yeah, it's just a bear. Maybe exclamation yogi? Exclamation bear? If not, just go max roll and check the bear. Do I have a command? If not, I can make one. This build is very popular, so I didn't thought it was needed. Optimavi, did you just listen to what I said? I said check the bear build, like the Beastmaster bear build on max roll. You can also do exclamation bear, exclamation yogi. Thanks, yeah, no worries. I don't know, maybe the audio had a bit of a delay or something. I've been watching quite a bit of streams though while I've been working. I have them on the background. I was watching Dread yesterday in the morning a bit. I watched a bit of Frozen Sentinel. I watched a lot of Bina, obviously. Because he streams at when I get out of work. It's like more convenient. And I think I'm starting to become anti-death. I can't watch streams where the streamer dies. Like I log out mentally. I think it's fine if you play it, but watching it is like I don't know. Like there are certain things that I don't mind doing myself, but I don't like watching, and the other way around. You know what I'm saying? I'm becoming anti-death. I'm becoming a non-death enjoyer.
This is a mercy. Shatter, behold, the ray. I did what I must to protect my people.
PP arc? Yeah, I'm on my pacifist mood. Why is Upheaval Shrine so fucking loud? Fucking hell. Do you feel like I'm feeling? Oh, nah, cause baby, I'm losing control. Yo. Yoo-hoo! Sub-Zero. Revolution, revolution. Who came up with the overhour of the boss mechanics? The camera is zoomed is way too close. If you think Uber Aberoth is like Disco Light Show pure madness thingy, I mean, if you execute the fight properly, it doesn't have to be like it. I would agree that if you don't do the fight properly, it gets very punishing in terms of visuals. But I mean, that's a punishment, right? If you make mistakes, like the fight becomes harder visually and blah blah, right? But I love Aberoth. I think it's a great fight. The problem is that you have two kind of builds. The builds that have to do the fight and the builds that skip the fight. And the problem is, like, most people who kill Aberoth don't even know how to kill, don't even know what he does. Like, most people who kill Aberoth in under 2 minutes don't know how to kill him in 10 minutes. You know, like a lot of the people don't know how to do the fight properly. Because the fight gets significantly harder the longer it takes. Because of all the, you know, degens and all the... It's like a soften rage, basically, right? And the problem is, like, the current meta is, like, to play builds like the one I'm playing. Where, like, you can literally kill the boss before it does any ability, right? So, at the moment, Uber Aberoth is on a very weird spot, because you can defeat the boss without knowing the boss. And if you don't know the boss feels like a complete, like, mess, right? Visually and stuff. Like, the people who are beating the boss don't know how to do it, really, right? The build is doing it for them, right? And if you don't use those builds and you go into the boss because they don't know it, it feels like a mess, right? You play Warpath Void and you have a hard time. If you play Void Knight Warpath and you have a hard time, you're doing something wrong, your gear is dog shit, or something is happening. If you link your character, I can give you a heads up, because Warpath, you should be killing it in 2 minutes, like no problem. He can barely do any attack on that build. You should have no problem at all on Warpath. How about the Drenagaro has been great in the past? Yes. It used to be the best marksman build back in the day, when the Sucker Punch build. I played it a lot. I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube about it. Arena runs and everything. Used to be probably my favorite build actually at some point. Was a big Detonate Arrow enjoyer. Those are kind of good. You did an SSF run in PoE2. Nice. I heard the crafting is basically absolutely crazy overpowered. Pretty much now that people have learned like how to do it and stuff. With the new tiered alterations or whatever the fuck. Augmentations. I mean, you don't need to take out my old planner, you just need to... Oh, okay, Nordic, yeah. I mean, the old planner, the thing is, like, the old planner doesn't even work anymore. They fixed a lot of the... It changed a lot. But it basically used to be a Sucker Punch build. Where you did, like, the big detonation thingy. And you made it... You try to hit the same target twice. Sucker Punch. And you did Generator Spender. Or you build enough regen. I think it's pretty unplayable now. Some slot you get close to item editor, yeah, that's what I've heard. I've seen like people getting some fucking 60% movement speed boots and shit like that. Blast Rain. I mean, to be honest, Explosive Trap has to be like, bro, like I feel like they don't understand. Like I don't know. Like I think it's the most out of touch they are. Like it would have been so easy to like just like, bro, leave it low mana cost, cap the procs, soft, literally all they had to do. And instead they were like, let's not. Well, they eventually capped some procs, but not all procs. If I speak, I'm getting banned, so... And let's make the base ability fucking unplayable, you know? In order to nerf a build that is no longer playable. That's nice. Like the Jack Lord's bullshit, you know? And... Or Dive Bomb, or like, bro. Like... I heard like prophecies are bugged or something. They're not proccing or they're not showing on the loot filter or some shit. You have to activate, deactivate. Is that true? Or is it fixed now? I saw it on Reddit, but I don't know if it's like an old patch or something. I haven't played in a few days. It's inconsistent. So you gotta double check everything just in case. No, the prophecies do work, but your filter doesn't catch them, basically. You have to like... If your filter is active, the prophecies proc and they don't show on the floor, the items. Yeah. Again, yeah. I mean, according to Reddit, I have no idea if it actually happens or not. But... And some people in chat now. What the fuck am I proccing once? Is that the video of the bug, Afro? Yeah. I heard stash tab is fixed though. Is the stash tab fixed once again? Now in order to fix the loot filter, they have to break the stash again. Much better. Nice. I need this actually. Ah, interesting, Afro. That is a 5-head move right there, you know. You can't lack the stash if you don't get items. True. The enemies there. The way I see you drive me crazy. Just put the record on. Do you think that PoE messed up with LE? No. I think, to be honest, it was probably a good thing that PoE eclipsed LE, if you think about it. Because if there was no PoE 2, that means people would be playing LE. That means people would realize how shit it currently is, you know? Can you imagine Caesaran Stash lagging on stream in front of 10k people? And his stash literally doesn't work? Do you understand how bad that would look? Like, most PoE people now, they don't even know that, you know, most ARPG players don't even know how bad this patch was in terms of performance. And so if anything, I think it was a good thing, honestly. Like, playing early at the moment, I think hurts its reputation more than anything, unfortunately. Even though, you know, I love the game and blah blah blah, but let's be honest, it's been a fucking messy patch, right? In terms of, and again, the content is, I like the content, it's just like, I mean, yeah, I mean, fucking loot filter is not working, fucking stash is not working, fucking bugs, fucking, you know, like, yeah, it's not bueno, right? This is supposed to fade after cast, but after the enemy is dead. No double. Just bad. That's my honest opinion, honestly. I still play the game, you know, I still like it, but would I recommend LE in the current state? I would just say wait until they fix, you know, a lot of the stuff. So I don't know, it's like an interesting. Wait for full release, unironically, Sanoka. Because I mean, let's be honest. At this point, it's pretty clear that 1.0 was just like a marketing 1.0, but it's not a featured or a polish 1.0, right? Obviously. 1.2 felt pretty good, and then somehow 1.3 has, I don't know, it feels like beta again somehow. Like maybe because the game is growing so much that in terms of feature creep or whatever the fuck, you know, they have so much going on and not enough depth, so whatever the fuck, you know, it definitely feels like it's like 1.2 was bad too. But 1.2 was good. And sometimes it's not about the size either, because you can have small patches that are fucking amazing. It doesn't matter how much content you add if the game runs like shit and everything's bugged and the stash tab, it doesn't matter. They could have released 20,000 more, you know. No one would, it doesn't matter. People are not gonna get to the content if the game doesn't, you know. You open up your stash and the game lags. For like 3 weeks straight, you know what I'm saying? So I think honestly the fact that there was the race also hyped people a lot for 1.2, you know. 1.2 felt like a real patch, you know. There was like community going, a fucking shit ton of people from other games playing. It felt like more global, you know. And I think a lot came from the race, honestly. Uber Average, basically. Because the thing is, like, most people don't interact with that kind of content, but people like playing games where that stuff is happening, you know. Like, most people like that play football will never play professionally, but the fact that football professionally is like a big thing makes you feel part of something bigger, you know. Even if you are a noob, you know, you're playing the same game that Cristiano Ronaldo is playing, right? You know who Cristiano Ronaldo is. It creates like this ecosystem of like, you know, oh, I'm part of something bigger. And obviously there was the, you know, the podcasts, you know, the ones that were good with the big, you know, the Rax podcast and stuff, and they're spoiled so many things, hyping people up, you know. I honestly think the content creators themselves had a lot of, and I don't know, I feel like, for example, myself, with my reach, right, because obviously my reach is not huge, but I can tell you that I feel like, you know, going in a podcast, being on fucking Zizaran stream, they're planning up their builds, they're talking to us, like, it just creates this, like, boiling, you know, people being hyped about the builds, guys, the patch is gonna be good, you know, like, and, yeah. And this patch was, like, 3 days of patch notes where, like, everything was solved anyway, because nothing really changed, the balance is horrible, blah, 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 right? No hype at all. No marketing at all, which again, it might have their reasons, right? I don't. Yeah, I mean, no events, no races, no nothing really, right? And then PoE, like the nail in the coffin. You know? But the coffin was there already, I think. It's not like the days before PoE 2, like the patch was booming, right? Like the week before PoE 2, the game was dead. But for example, if you do like a campaign and you want people to engage with it, for example, why didn't they do like again like a race for hardcore first person to complete the campaign? How hard it is to organize? Because it doesn't sound that hard to me, especially since they have like trackers now, right? In game, they have the technology because they develop it for Zizaran. Bro, like, you develop all this new content, you don't give anyone a single incentive to play it, or streamers to stream it. Everyone's skipping it. Yeah, it's just a weird vibe, you know? How cool would it be, like, a day one event where everyone's going in, trying to kill these new bosses or whatever blind, you know? That would be... at least you create some hype, you know, some clips, like, people talk about it, like... You have people from other games who, you know, let's try it, you know, might as well win because others die, you know. Yeah, it was giga flaccid, basically. And then they do no changes to... They did no changes to loot, which is the only thing that matters in these games, right? Again, I said this before, like, if you don't play hardcore... This game, in my opinion, this game is like, has no weight, nothing matters. Everyone gets the same items. Everyone one-shots the same boss. Everyone like corpse rushes the content. Like, it's just, for me, it's like feels very, I don't know. It's just meaningless. I don't know how to explain it. It's pretty fucking good. Not for me though. Very flaccid. But then again, Would I recommend people playing hardcore in this game with the current state? Unless you're a streamer, probably not, right? So it's like, yeah, it's a lose-lose situation. It's just... hardcore feels like a streamer thing. Yeah, for sure, for sure. If you have, like, I have the time, right? If you don't have the time, obviously, it's not ideal to do this, right? Because if you die and... I was talking about this earlier, Wilson. I can't watch, like, softcore, like, streams, like... And for example, I can play softcore a bit, you know, if it's like a new class or the game is running like shit. I played Harvest on softcore and just, you know, like trying the class and stuff was fun for like 4 days or 5 days or whatever. Doing my first tube or whatever, right? But after that, like, I gotta go to hardcore, otherwise it feels flaccid. But for watching, like I can't. There's no, you know, it's like watching sports with no scoreboard, you know? Like, what am I watching? There's no score, you know? Where's the scoreboard? Who's winning? There's probably like 2 streamers I enjoy watching softcore, everything else is kind of boring. Yeah, I mean, it depends. If the streamer is very entertaining, it doesn't matter, right? Because if you are like just a comedy genius or whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter what you're doing, right? Like at this point the gameplay doesn't matter. But again, I don't think there's that many streamers in general, not just last Epoch, streamers in general that can do that. Streamers that can just like ask Mongols and these people that you don't even need gameplay, you just listen, you know. And you know what I'm saying? And then I think people are finally starting to understand that this game, because of how limited players are on what they can do, at least currently, it's not like a game like PoE, where like you can have like people like, again, like, you know, like the cook streams, you know, where people like cook builds on stream or whatever the fuck. You know, and people are like sitting on POB for like 13 hours, like fucking min-maxing and thinking of all the possibilities to build their Giga build, like, you know, like you can't really do that in LA because LA just doesn't have the... You can roleplay as you're doing that, but it's nothing like it. Like you're an imposter at that point. You're trying to portray yourself as a... Like, if you know what you're doing, making a planner in last Epoch that is 99% like efficient, it's literally, like, again, if you know what you're doing, it takes like half an hour. Now we know too much. Like the game doesn't have enough axes that correlate with each other. Yeah, the testing and seeing if things are bugged. Especially because there was no meta changes, right? If there was like huge changes, then that would take a lot of time just to figure out, just going through the changes. But the thing is, nothing changed. Like, like, oh, they're gonna nerf Judgment, guys. They're gonna nerf Judgment, and they nerf the infinite healing by half. Okay, so now it's half infinite. Okay. That's gonna be noticeable for sure, you know. Okay, guys, a Racing Strike does a bit less damage. Okay. No, nothing, you know. If the meta changed a lot, then there will be a lot to cook, but yeah, there's just not enough changes. And then, for example, if you take a look at the primordials, what primordial, right? What primordials actually started like new builds? I think frogs, which again, pretty fucking straightforward, right? Just stack attributes and buff the fucking frogs with area and reflect. Huh? Everything else is the same build with the primordial. So it's like, yeah, I mean, but you know, like when you have a build that is 99% the build and you change one item, well, that's all, that's it, you know. that's the theory crafting, that one item. Everything else doesn't really move, right? And I show my items. That's my items. You can clip it. I'm gonna buff a couple sets. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't killed him yet, no. It's not even level 100. But I will. This character can kill Uber already. I just want to be safe because it's hardcore, right? I don't want to... I want to make sure I get my belt and get my 2 LP swords and stuff, and then I'll do it. Get 200, obviously. I need double tier 7s, just don't cut it. I don't get why. Yeah. Like for example, like if you watch like streamers or even like the LE like content creators, okay, what like new build have you seen this patch that is not like the new builds that were there like day one, you know, like just from patch notes, like the reflect, the bear, and you know the new saber, like basically the just the adapted stuff with the new patch notes. Like, nothing really new, right? Just the same. And even this build, right? Like this build, if you take a look at my bear from last patch, I'm using the same items, like same everything. Just using Earthquake here instead of Frenzy Totem. Boom. Slightly different idols, and that's it. Not getting a lot of luck with the imprints on the belt. Oh, finally. Okay, that's good. Actually, that's really good. What the fuck? That's good. That's really good. And that's really good too. Fuck. But this one is my fave. That's my fave. Because it's a tier 1 too. And I'm pretty sure this is kind of done, no? And now we hope for the best. $9, $28. What do we do here? We for sure go for the 10. That's fucking good. And now what? Firstly, I'll clone it. We imprint. And then what? I have 18, so I can get lucky with a minion stat here. We're not gonna get that unlucky, right? Fire damage. Physical damage. 8 minus 10. What do we do here? I mean, the fist damage I don't hate. I'll do one more. Throwing. It's fine. I think I go for a 2LP. I mean, we have it imprinted, right? So it's not a big deal. We have so many 2LPs. Because I was trying to get something worth slamming the 3LP. But we don't have it, so... 20% to lose? Yeah, it happens, you know, it's fine. Because I wanted to slam this one, but I'm not gonna slam it until unless it has a good prefix. So I'll just slam this. This one's pretty good. Cleanse, yeah, and this character cleanse is not that important, but yeah, cleanse I would have taken. If it rerolled into cleanse, I would have taken it, because the fist damage would have been useful for something else. But let's see. Yeah, minion damage, minion HP, exactly. Unfortunate. What is more HP actually? Very high rolled. 32. This is more interesting. We missed, but we have a really good imprint, right? So that's good. We also have this, which could be good. Could be good. I'm gonna YOLO this one. Okay. Oh shit, that's pretty good. This one I just copy now, it's not worth it. I wonder what I like more. This one's even better, no? As an imprint with the tier 1s. This one's even better, I feel. Max rolled everything too. I don't think that matters, but... for sure. 18 versus 12. I think it's worth it. I think I'm gonna go for the 2 LP anyway, so it doesn't matter what I get. I'm just gonna copy and slam 2. But 1 free chaos, yeah, but it doesn't matter because I don't care. I'm not gonna hit the 3 LP, so yeah. But I mean, what does it matter? I'm not gonna use it on the 3 LP. Unless I get like double tier 5 prefix, I don't slam the 3 LP. The 3 LP is perfect. Like the perfect implicits, perfect everything, you know. It's too much. And I will get it with the current imprint. Are the purple items better than the yellow items? No. What the fuck? Watch him crit? For sure. Monka? Bro, the power of hardcore, you know? This one's pretty good. 919. 919. This damage. Fucking annoying, huh? This. Fuck Stardial. Miss them all. Classic, classic. Doesn't really matter. We have a pretty sexy imprint now, so... What did you get? Okay. Doesn't let me open it. It does. Cooldown with 919, yeah, that's nice. Very nice. That's what I was aiming for, basically, right? Oh, it was my last one. Sheesh. Oh, nana, do you feel what I'm feeling? I think I'm gonna leave this timeline, because I was gonna reset, but I have so many of this. And I'm done with the boots and the blessing, kind of. So the question is, what do I do next? Maybe this? Yeah, reroll on Nemesis, yeah. Because I kind of want to play... I think I'm going to play Warpath next, I think. For Giga farming. But only after Overgear, basically. Come on, Bear. Yogi, do your thing. Maybe I'm losing control. You feel what I'm feeling? Oh, nana. I have to prophecy too. I'm scared though. I don't have time though. If I start rolling prophecies, it's gonna be the end of the stream. So I have to leave in 30 minutes. Oh, nana, do you feel what I'm feeling? Oh, nana. I'll start farming for World Splitter. Oh, shoot. Any minions that scale with throwing damage? Skeleton, Rogues, and Falcon. The Falcon does some throwing damage. It's not amazing, but it can do some. With the feathers and some throwing attacks. Melee is much better though. The best are probably rogues, but again, you're not gonna have inheritance with rogues, right? Because you have multiple, so. Yeah, probably some sort of throwing falcon thingy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I see it, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like a great opportunity for discovery. Yeah, MML. Leave the comfy zone of natural GGG S tier builds, you know, and play something brand new. How about that, MML? Like, stop looking at the tier list, you know, stop playing good builds. Full on Pepega. How does it sound? They're not horrible actually for some leveling item. Good stats. Oh, mapping fields? Fine. And you don't really map normal maps. You do towers and you do towers and you do rampant coast. And that's about it. Also talking about that, how many bones thingies I have? I don't have any. So mapping is fine. It's just like I'm in hardcore, so you always have to take it a bit, you know, have to be a bit careful in hardcore. Can't go too fast because you might get fucked. My bones. Zombie Nation. I was thinking also of playing Tornado, but I think I'm gonna wait. I'll do that, how do you say it? I'm gonna do that, too many Primalists, you know, back to back. So I'll play Warpath in Tornado, I think. How much favor I have? I'm scared if I look and it's 99999. Is it 99999? Oh, thank God. Not 99999. We can still play. I think I'm gonna... I actually might go for a chess piece prophecy. Because I need pay locks for this build and I need Titan Heart for the other builds. It's like a 2-for-1 situation and I have enough red rings and enough fucking everything else, so I might start doing that. I could do idols too, but fuck, man. Absolute depression. Just thinking about rolling idols. I wanna end stream, you know. You always settle on idols for prophecies. I mean, it's the most efficient for sure, because you can get everything else playing, right, reliably with imprints and stuff. But yeah. Do we want to do that? Might roll a bit off stream or something while I'm watching Bina. I'm so proud of Bina, you know? He used to be a troll, now he's a proper player. You missed the CHP? I mean, you have the Turkish guy now for that, you know? Just watch the Turkish guy. The Kal guy or whatever. That's basically old Venus stream. The guy pushing corruption? Yeah. I want to see a slash deaths. I want to see a slash deaths of that guy. Sounds absolutely miserable. Also, we should make it like a gentleman's rule that pushing corruption on Dragon or Abomination is not pushing corruption. Doesn't count. You need to farm it on Gaspar, otherwise it doesn't count. Or Lagon. Has to be one of those. Otherwise, it doesn't count. It's zero corruption, basically. Yeah, exactly. It has to be on the hard ones. Otherwise, doesn't count. Fucking Dragon. I'm pretty sure Dragon at 10k corruption and at 1k corruption is the same. Because he can't hit you, right? So, especially with Silver Shrouds. That fight needs an update, let me tell you. He needs like meteorites that fall from the sky that make you juke or some shit, you know? Yeah, Herald is hard too, especially if he bugs with damage and shit, you know? To be honest, all of the other ones are, you know... I think like Abomination and him are like... I would say Raya's probably pretty easy too, eventually, because all of his attacks are pretty... I mean, you can do Raya without getting hit reliably, right? Especially with Silver Shrouds. But all of the ones that have like noise and bullshit, like the fucking shamans, all of those are Monka, you know? And no stun allowed either. If you stun the boss, it doesn't count either. Like, we need to add a lot of rules into this. Actually, if it's not hardcore, it doesn't count either. It has to be... we just added a lot of rules. Ah! I crashed! I think I'm fine. Because I have regen and the bear. Can you imagine? The guy hits me with like 3 more multipliers and just die. For sure we're not dead, right? Yeah, I think like the bear will save me. Hey. Hardcore friendly build. Fucking hell. Imagine this happens in front of a beast. Oy, oy, oy. Is this new patch? I've been playing the new hotfix for 1 hour 30 and I already crashed, so... Is this patch sus? Am I back to softcore gaming? What is this? It's not loading. What the fuck is this, man? Okay, I have added it, but I think after yeah. Remember, you have to reset the browser thingy. This is when you leave. It's like reverse Alt LFG or something. Yeah. I didn't know that one. I'm a noob. Oh yes! You know I'm rocking with the best. Dude, immune beast, bro. Oh yes! You know you're rocking with the best. Dun 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 dun. Oh yes! But an absolute jammer. Dude, I wanna get to... I'm gonna go to work now. I wanna build some furniture. Holy fuck, you know? Hell yeah, brother. Oh yes, you know you're rocking with the best. Oh yes. What are you doing, bro? This guy attacking my own house. Okay, another one. Oh yes. Oh shit. Any tourists? Look at me. I am a tourist. Not navigating the patch currently. Because there is a tornado forecast in my region. Okay, insane. Beep, 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 beep. Anyone knows the song name? Correct. I wanted a cemetery. How much materials I made? 20. Need more beasts. Ding, 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 ding. How much can this build do? As much as you want. I'm doing 300, 400 because I'm hardcore, but you can do way more. You can do infinite, basically, as much as you want. This build killed Super Abaroth in like 5 seconds, you know, with like best in slot gear, so yeah. I crashed again. I mean, this is not good. YOGI? Yes, update. We've been through this, MML. Seems like I can't play the fucking game, so I might just go off and focus on real life. Yeah, but we've gone through this MML. I don't know, like I can't do it. Like, I try starting my BIOS and my BIOS doesn't start. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, I'm alive. You have YouTube? Yeah, I tried. Like when I tried to summon my BIOS, you know, pressing the key and the starting screen, it doesn't start. I'll have to take the PC somewhere. And obviously that means work. Yeah, it's shit, you know. It used to be perfect, now it's fucked, right? Like I crashed more times this hotfix than last hotfix in 1 hour of stream. Hotfix yesterday? Yeah. I'm telling you, it's impossible. We should use better defensive status on this build, yeah. Oh, another crash. Well, that's great. I think it's that shitty map, the new map. I crashed there on my 3 times in a row on my Acolyte too, on that map. Maybe there's like some texture that creates some problem or something. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm way too busy in real life to waste time on this shitty fucking game that breaks every 10 minutes, so... Yeah, I'm alive. That's all I wanted to know. See ya, guys. YOGI, fix your game.